Downloading.
Distance to target.
Respawn complete.
What's going on, YouTube? Back again. Two Code 4545. And of course, I'm doing another movie introduction blog. And I don't have to speak, but you can see what's sitting in front of me. Two, the most, well, one has 5 stars. No question, no comment about it, man. And the other one is just something I picked out because I heard something about it. I heard Iron Fist was pretty cool. I heard a pretty good movie, and I said, "Wow, let me check it out. I see what's up with it." And I'm cool with it. I like movies like that. You don't have no stars. I give it 1 star, uh, based on a game that I was playing. But we're gonna start off with the 5 stars first. We'll just want to give a shout out to Jet Li and the movie Hero, all his introduction team, his crew, the director of the movie, uh, the cast, everybody that played it, they played the role to a T. I mean, man, it was awesome. One of the best movies of all time. You can also call it the gem. Uh, I don't know what's beyond the gems. No, what I say is more of a classic. Uh, Gems is like Wishmaster, something like that. That's a gem. You don't mess with entities like that. Stay away from that. Stay away from that, man. What do you wish for? I wish for you to leave, bro. And what is it? What you wish for something else? Walking away. That's it. The story with Iron Fist is be careful what you wish for. And so the movie Hero starts off with, you know, Jet Li, of course, meeting Broken Sword. You have to excuse me, I don't know all the characters' name in the movie, but he met Broken Sword. He was his first battle with him. And it's about this one lone. If you've seen the movie, 2 thumbs up. If you haven't seen the movie, go check it out. Leave a comment at the bottom. Let me know what you think about the movie. And yeah, please let me know what you think. Um, Definitely love the feedback. And anybody can be a hero. Uh, you don't have to do. You don't have to save 1 million people. You don't have to save 100,000 people. You can save one person. If you can save yourself, you're a hero. If you can save somebody, then please go right ahead. Just don't get caught up in the process of trying to help yourself, trying to get out of the situation. That's one thing about being a hero. Uh, Something simple, an example. You can help somebody cross the street. You're a hero for that. If they're middle age, they're 99, 89, they're having problems, difficult doing certain things. Yes, you can help them. That's a hero. I had to learn that too myself. Some people have hard time reaching for things. You're at the grocery store, they can't reach for that. You help them out. Just something simple. You don't have to be great. You have firefighters. They're doing an awesome, amazing job. They're heroes. You have police academy, a police department. You have them. They're heroes when you call them and they look at the situation and take care of it. And Yes. You have lawyers, you have doctors. These are heroes every day, day to day. They and a lot of people recognize them back in the era that we had COVID. They were classified as heroes because they were taking the time out working on endless shifts of work, dealing with hundreds of millions of patients. They're heroes. We still have not forgot about them today. And that's why when I picked this movie out, I said, well, this is a hero. He, this was just based on back then. And I said, well, they all changed his mind at the end. Was the character Jet Li was playing? Mm. Changed his mind at the end, and he worked on his. You couldn't see his hatred. All you saw was a soldier. The king was even telling him, "You're one of the lowest ranking soldier in the military, in his military, back in the dynasty era." And he said, "Man, King didn't understand." He's like, "How a low-ranking soldier in my unit, one of the lowest, bottom. I'm not calling him a bottom feeder, but he's asking him, hey, you took on four of the most deadly assassin of all time. They gave his whole military troop that can conquer lands, conquer kingdoms, conquer whole villages and states back them eras." He said, well, them folk been giving my army a hard time for years, even almost coming close to the palace, knocking at his door. They was knocking on his door, man. That's like UGK stuff, knocking doors down. Jet Li was that bad. They were that bad. So he was trying to figure out how you take these people on. Please sit. So that was Jet Li's plan. Since he was in his military, of course, they checked him out before he could walk in the palace and say, hey, you defeated Broken Sword. Please take 50 steps each time he defeated one of the soldiers of the group, one of the four groups as a soldier. Then he get to take a step closer to the king, and the king had special candles. He said these candles was there during his birth, and they can sense treachery, deceitful lies, and all kinds of stuff. I'm like, I want a candle like that. I want some candles like that. Anytime Jet Li would tell the truth, the candles would sit still. Remember, the doors are closed. No wind is blowing, and he was telling the truth. But the king said he looked at the candles and started blowing crazy. He said, "Wait a minute, it's too late. He's already 50 feet already." So when he got another 10 feet closer to defeating the other one, he was rewarded with 50 houses, a state, and everything like that. So he was working his way up. Remember, he already knew what plan he had set up. So I love the movie. His technique. He told the four assassins that he's been studying it for 20 years or 25 years. And they said, how deadly is your technique? With the sword, it's swift. He, of course, everybody saw when he hit the table, the T, the T went up. The T went up in the air. He ran in the circle for 10 steps, got the sword, grabbed the T with the sword before the T fell on the floor, and everything else fell, crumbled. So one of the assassin was trying to fight him, and the guy with the sword, I forgot the other, said I forgot that name, but he told her, "No, you can't fight him. He's too strong for you." She looked at him and walked off. Just walked off. And they said, "Wow, your technique is deadly." He said, "Yeah, I've been studying for 30 years." I'm like, don't build that much hatred towards one person or country or continent, please. I know how hard it is. Rage is blind, not because you're blinded by it, it's because you want that person to know if they're blinded by it. The best way is to calm down. I'm not a professional. Calm down and speak to them. And it's hard to speak to them when you think they know they don't know. Sometimes people don't know. And that's what being a hero is about. To let calm down and talk to people. You have uh, you have people that talk to a lot of people. They're professional. People get help. Uh, Psychiatrists, I think they call them. And the other thing is, if you're feeling any kind of way, you can call a number, a hotline number, if you feel like your life doesn't matter or anything. It does matter. You think you're in the way all the time. Don't feel that way. You can always call those numbers. I don't have the number, but if you know somebody that does, please put a comment at the bottom, or you can reach out to somebody, a family member, or anybody. Even you can talk to a fire department. You can talk to anybody out there. They're willing to listen, take the time. And I know we're on a short time. Some people have short times. You got to understand. Some people have long time and short time. That's something we, was given by the Almighty. And with the movie, uh, Jet Li, if you can make another part two of that, that's what's up. Another part two of that, please. I'm willing to see it. I hate to see it. I'm gonna spoil the ending. All we saw was arrows hitting the wall, and but I remember before he said that he told someone a single grain of rice can be used as a weapon. I'm like, what? What he said? Single grain? What? What? Man, forget the stick. Man, why a single one grain of rice is a weapon? Uh, if he can do all those moves, I don't want to see what he gonna do with one single grain of rice. No. Mm-mm. So, but yeah, please go check the movie out. The star speaks for itself, and I give it, like I said, 2 thumbs up. The next movie we have in line here, if it doesn't have any stars on it, I give it 1 star. Iron Fist. Everybody see the guy on there? It's Iron Fist. You already balled up. You already ready. You already. let me sit down. Let me calm down. Iron Fist. I seen the previews of it. I seen the trailer. I checked it out. I said, "Oh, I want to see what that's about." And you have to excuse me if I can't remember everybody's name on that movie, but if you see Guardians of the Galaxy, the strong guy on there. You have the raccoon, you have Root, you have Star Lord, you have the Green Lady. Yeah, I forget your name. Got your name? And you have the strong, bulky character on there. Well, he's in this movie, Iron Fist, and he's one of the characters that's made out of, pure gold. Nothing can pierce his skin in the movie. So, if you've seen the movie, check it out. And please leave a comment at the bottom, and I'll try to tell a little bit about it. The man lost his hands, so he replaced it with iron. And he had a background story. He was, of course, this was in the era of the Iron Age, I guess. There's the Bronze Age, Iron Age, I guess. He was trying to work so he could free himself. He was born in an unfortunate situation in the past um, due to politics. And he was finally, he worked and worked. He was a blacksmith, which is a good trade. Uh, and very talented indeed. He made weapons, he made horseshoes, he made a lot of things. So when finally he worked enough money and he paid for his freedom, or he had his papers legit, he was good to go. But some people didn't like that. Like, oh, what? What? The man had his paper, he was good to go. Shit got messy, didn't like it, it was unfair, unfortunate, but he got out of it, left, people having accidents, and unfortunately he got out of there and left to a whole nother continent, left to China. China like, hey, what are you doing, man? Are you a long way from home, you know that, right? If you in China, they're gonna be like, you a long way from home. Say, you sure, man? I thought you said we were cousins, man. Man, so of course he met some friends. He made weapons for them. He did a lot of things. He was the movie was pretty cool, and it just made me think about one thing about that movie was it was of course the golden man, the man made out of pure gold, and that made me think a lot about the movie. I'm like, of course, when he met his demise by the man with the fist, the iron fist with gold don't mix. Iron and gold don't go together, man. When they collided, it was let's just say he put a dent. He put a dent in something. He put a dent in the metal. You know, metal and gold and all that. Well, that movie was pretty tight. It was a lot of action, a lot of fighting, a lot of planning, of course, and it's one thing, it reminded me when he was made out of certain material. He was saying, man, he's made out of gold. How's that? And I realized that when I played this game, Mortal Phoenix Rise, and I watched it and I said, well, one of the episode stories on there was when Zeus created people out of pure gold. I'm like, what? He made them out of pure gold, and this is just Zeus lost the recipe when he created the perfect beings, and of course it's just mythology. So when I seen him, I said, man, you know what? Let me get this movie. Let me check it out. And so Zeus and Mortal Phoenix Rise. If you can check down below, you see the rest of my videos. Of course, I'm calling the guy Kratos. I made my own story out of it. I don't know how I got to that Phoenix. His name was Phoenix, but I call him Kratos. I don't know how I got to that, but you can check it out. But I want you to leave a comment below and let me know what you'd like to be made out of. So Zeus made the first people out of gold. The second, he made them out of silver. The third, he made them out of metal. The fourth, bronze. Uh, then, uh, then he made them out of wine. He made them out of oil, olive oil. He made them out of oil. I'm like, well, who wants to be made out of oil? What? You made out of oil, bro? You made out of water? Mm. They did say human beings have a 60% water. We made out of 60% water. Man, I'm like, well, hey, I want to be made out of that dude right there, man. Ah, but hey, but it came into some consequences. Of course, they could never die. They lived for a very long time. The metal wasn't all that brilliant. The copper was, it was tearing them, fighting one another. Uh, Man, I guess when they made people out of copper or silver, or, well, silver is different from copper and metal. When metal rust turns into copper, just has a smell to it. So, but hey, man, hey, do your own research. So yeah, and I'm like, wow, like, what would you like to be made out of? Of course, the Almighty Father, was like, hey, would you like to be made? Be careful what you wish for. Put a comment what I wish to be made out of. I don't know. Can you handle it? Can you handle when you watch the movie? What would you do in this situation? You know. But of course, heroes. Of course, he triumph. All heroes triumph. Even in the afterlife, they triumph because they died for something good, something positive. They died for what they believe in, and don't when you push the faith and all that stuff. Just be careful. It's okay to believe something positive. You want to do something good. It could be anything. And but yeah, I like the movie. Made out of oil. Ah, man, no. What are we, water? Are we water people? I don't know, man. I have no idea. But made out of flesh and bones, man. Flesh and bones, baby. Mm. What would you do if you meet somebody that was made out of gold or silver? Like, hey, are they still living? Are they still living up there? No, I don't think gold can hold all that up there. But like I said, I don't know. But the movie was definitely awesome. Iron Fist, you got 1 star for me, man, because of the Greek mythology was in there. It was part of that. Of course, you see the movie. I'm not gonna get into that movie, but Egypt, yeah, they were bleeding gold and silver, man. Who does that? How you gonna fix yourself? People say, "Oh, can you get the dent out of my arm, man? Can you get the dent? Can you get the machine over there and pull the dent out of my arm?" I don't know. I don't know how that works. You want to be made out of water? How would that work? Well, water could. Hey, look, man. You throw something down from orbit, it lands in the water. It's gonna disintegrate. To my knowledge, that I've been hearing about. But I'm like, I don't know. They say it would disintegrate. The water would be like.
Beware the machines.
Game over!